What's up guys, Gemma here and back again for another video. This one is going to be very talky. There's not going to be a great deal of gameplay on the screen. I have some things to say that I think we can beef out in the comment section below because a lot's been going on around rumours about the PlayStation 5, about the possibility of going completely digital over kind of hard copies of games. And I also put a poll out on Twitter and Facebook as to which one of the following, and I'll tell you what the following are, which one of the following components of is the most important thing when playing / buying / looking forward to a video game. So I thought I'd bring this all together onto YouTube and discuss it here with you. So stay tuned. Like I said, it's a discussion kind of video, so not much is going to be going on other than that. Please watch this video in its entirety and then let me know, because I'm eager to know what you have to say about my opinions on this. So let's start with the poll. I put out on Twitter and here on YouTube, if you could pick one, just one of the following, which component means the most to you in a video game? And I listed story, so that immersion, the dialogue, the story, the evolution of the story, the pacing of the story, something like The Last of Us, which is very rich in story. So story, kind of jump scares or horror, because I know a lot of people really do buy into that jump scare culture, which is definitely something that I'm a fan of, but it's not the be all and end all in a video game. Graphics, now that's something that back in the 90s was a huge factor in gaming. Graphics, does it look better? The argument of between the Super Nintendo and the Sega Mega Drive, the Super Nintendo always looked better as it had a richer colour palette compared to the Sega Mega Drive. Games did look a lot better. But into this era of gaming, it's not so much of a thing, but arguably graphics are still quite important. I'm going to elaborate on that. So graphics, we've got story, jump scares, graphics, and finally the ability to make choices. So say your sandbox kind of games where you just plonked in and you can do missions at your leisure, you can do side missions, you can just roam around doing absolutely nothing and perhaps making up your own missions. So let's talk about those four things. For me personally, I would go as far as to say story. Now I made a little bit of an error when I put this out because I should have put story, maybe / gameplay or something, so I apologize. So for the sake of this particular exchange, we'll go story / gameplay. So for me, that has become the most important part of a video game. Imagine something like God of War or The Last of Us or Horizon Zero Dawn or something from the last generation like Alan Wake. Remove the story from that, you know, and replace it with the more shallow stories. Those games aren't going to have as much of an impact at all. So I think for me, a complete loss in reality, it comes in storytelling. Now back in the day, I used to argue till the sun went down that graphics were the most important thing in the world. Now they are because if you look at something like E3, when those demos come on screen, before you know what the story is, before you know what the gameplay is like, the thing you see first are the graphics, and people go, wow, that looks beautiful, or wow, that looks crap. So graphics, I think, are important for instantaneous impact, but I think in the long haul, story is what matters the most to me. Now, if you didn't see the poll on Twitter or on YouTube, it is your turn. I'm handing over the reins. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Which of the four that I listed / gameplay is the most important to you when buying or choosing a video game? Next up then, rumours have been flying off the shelf around the PS5 or PlayStation 5. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Sony have hinted that the PlayStation 4 is about to enter retirement. We've had, I think, 91.6 million units sold as I film this. I don't think it will quite reach the level of sales that the PlayStation 2 got, which was it around like 148 million. but nonetheless, we seem to be winding down. We know that Sony aren't going to be at E3. However, there are still some prominent titles that are coming to the PlayStation 4 this year, such as Days Gone and The Last of Us 2. So we got a lot to look forward to from the PlayStation 4 side of things. Now, I've said this for a while. I don't think we are going to get a PlayStation 5 announcement until next year. And I don't think at this stage we're going to see it until the very latest, the holiday season, so December time of 2020, if not 2021. I do believe that Sony is still going to be putting strong marketing campaigns behind the PlayStation 4 in order for it to get over that 100 million mark. I think at the very least, Sony would be happy with 100 million units sold worldwide. However, there are people out there in the gaming community that do believe we're going to get the PlayStation 5 announcement very, very soon. There are even rumours about this new fantastic AMD chip that is going into the PlayStation 5, yet Sony haven't even confirmed that it's a thing. So we're literally kind of on the rumour mill, and I love these types of rumours because I just love debating it. Like, I love talking about it. It makes me buzz, it makes me smile, because I know that the gaming community is strong and it is powerful, and we have a lot to look forward to. I'm even looking forward to seeing what the next Xbox console is going to be. So, again, as with before, when is the PlayStation 5 going to be announced? What do we think? I think it's going to be announced in 2020. I don't think we're going to hear it. I think we're going to get the big titles out of the way for the PlayStation 4. We're going to see that 100 million units sold on PlayStation 4 this year, and then next year I think Sony are going to go, here it is, PS5. So the third little discussion point that I want us all to think about in this video is this kind of argument of hard copies of game versus digital downloads. And it is a question that I do get asked a lot on social media. Do I buy digital games? What do I think about digital games? And I think there's multiple ways you can look at this. Certainly from, like, if we look at it from a completely non-gaming point of view, environmentally, digital downloads are better for the environment. Less plastic, less waste, you know, less energy made in going into the physical manifestation of the game. Yeah, I think that is great. But, you know, there's also a huge collector in me, clearly, that likes to buy hard copies of games. But with the rise of things like PS Now, where you can just kind of stream games to your console, you pay the subscription fee. There's also the Xbox equivalent, where you can download the digital game, the digital content, and play the games providing your subscription is active. There's also the free games on PlayStation Plus, which again are digital. You don't get the hard copy sent in the post. There is clearly a shift towards digital games. How do I feel about that? When it comes down to it, so long as I can play the games, I'm not bothered. Like, if somebody said to me, okay, the PS5 is going to be entirely digital, it will affect me from a YouTube standpoint in pickups, but there's ways around it. I'm still going to get a chance to play the games, and we're here to play the games, and ultimately that is all that matters. If I had a choice, I would much prefer it not to be fully digital. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of like, this is the topic where I feel the most ambivalent about. And to answer people's questions, do I buy digital games? Yes, I do. If that's my only option. Like, I recently completed Observer, which is like a cyberpunk horror game. There is a video about it on my channel. I completed that game on stream. It is digital only. So I paid my £25 and I downloaded this awesome game, The Observer. If you haven't checked it out, by the way, go and check it out. And I really enjoyed it. And I'm probably guessing here that they will release a physical copy. I think Limited Run did a run of Observer, but who knows? So for me, in summary, I think it would be a great move for the environment. I think from a gaming perspective, providing I can still play the games, it wouldn't entirely bother me. But if I had a choice, I would much prefer hard copies. So let me know what you guys think in that comment section below. I've mentioned 3 key points that I've been seeing trends of bouncing around Twitter in particular. So we got like this whole notion of what drives you to buy a game, and then we've got this whole thing around, you know, digital versus hard copies. Then we've got the rumours of the PS5 circulating. It's over to you, gamers. I want to read your comments in the comment section below. Make your comments stand out. I want to hear your thoughts. You know, I'm excited. I love interacting with you guys, so thank you very much. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Hopefully you will tune into the next video. Don't forget, live streams start again this Thursday because my new internet's coming. Got my Ethernet port coming in. It's going to be awesome. We've got Resident Evil 2 remake streams. We're going to do that series. It's going to be wicked. But for now, I hope you guys have a great day. My name is Gemma. Take care. See you soon.